It's gonna have posterior enhancement, so it's gonna be bright behind or posterior to the cyst. It has to be anechoic. Smooth borders. Posterior enhancement. Okay, that is a simple, look, this is about to go. A simple cyst. Okay. Now, I have a simple cyst. But now, I have a echogenic foci. Echogenic foci. This throws it into a complex cyst. Okay? If I have a septation in it, complex cyst. Okay? That's all filled full of stuff. It's not anechoic. What does that throw it into? A hemorrhagic cyst. That throws it into a hemorrhagic cyst. This will be homogeneous. Okay? It'll be homogeneous. It'll all be the same. And it's a hemorrhagic cyst. Okay? Now, my hemorrhagic cyst, that blood is settling down. It's getting old. Let me see if I have another color. So it's layering out. I can actually see where the blood stops. Okay? Complex cyst. Okay? It was a hemorrhagic when it was fresh. The blood has gotten old. It's settling down. It can sometimes have septations in it. Okay? That turns it back into a complex cyst. Yes.
At the beginning, it wasn't complex. It's homogeneous.
The very first one that I drew, the simple cyst.
No, this one, the hemorrhagic.
The hemorrhagic cyst is homogeneous.
And simple.
It's all the same. It's still considered a complex cyst, but we describe it as a hemorrhagic cyst.
Yeah, but it's complex.
It is complex.
Before the blood settled down.
It is a complex cyst, but we don't describe it as that. We describe it as a hemorrhagic cyst.
Okay. We don't, if we told the radiologist, in the reports, we don't write complex. We say just hemorrhagic.
Yeah, hemorrhagic. Okay? But if the blood is settling,
Yeah.
it turns back into complex. Yes.
The hemorrhagic cyst that we learned, that was found in the ovaries, correct?
Yes, you can have them anywhere.
Okay.
You can have them in the Bothian cyst can be, ovarian cyst can be, liver cyst, kidney cyst. Anywhere you've got a cyst, it can bleed. And if it bleeds and it looks like fresh blood, we call it hemorrhagic.
I saw NAPO TNC
You saw it?
yesterday.
You did it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
It's in the cervix.
Hemorrhagic and chocolate cysts are different.
It looks exactly like a chocolate cyst. Very good, Jasmine. Okay? It looks exactly like a chocolate cyst. Because that's what a chocolate cyst is. It's a bloody cyst.
Does hemorrhagic cyst also have a posterior enhancement?
Correct, it does. Okay? Now, the older and complex this is, this goes away. Because this could even get calcifications in it. And if it has calcifications, what does it do? Say I have a calcification here.
Gonna be hyper.
Huh?
Gonna be right? It's gonna be hyper.
Okay, so here is my
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Posterior.
posterior enhancement, posterior shadowing.
Shadow.
Shadow. Oh,
Okay? Posterior enhancement, posterior shadowing.
And you would still consider it as a complex cyst.
Huh?
Still complex.
Complex cyst. Okay.
Calcifications
Complex cyst.
will
Shadow.
Posterior shadow.
Yeah. This is enhancement.
even
This
though
is a
it's-
shadow.
Even though okay.
Okay? See how there's no echoes? And it's always gonna do like this. Why? Because of physics.
Right. But calcifications show up to be bright, right?
Bright.
Okay.
They show up to be bright. Okay, so I send my patient, we find something in ultrasound, because there's some things in ultrasound that we can't see very well, that MRI is better. Like fibroids. We can count the fibroids, we can tell the doctor where they are, but we can't see them as well as MRI can. So why doesn't the doctor just do an MRI? Number one,
Take
cost,
Take long
because an
time.
MRI, I think, I don't know for a fact, but say an MRI is $1,700 and an ultrasound is $130. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I mean, it's a huge difference. Not only that, the time. Ultrasound is quick, MRI takes a long time. And it depends on whether you use a T1 or a T2 on whether it takes longer or not. I can't remember which one's the longest. I can't remember if T2 is longer or if T1 is longer. So, time and expense. Okay?
Miss Shepherd,
Yes.
the time, when you talk about MRI, the time you mean like, okay, since they use a machine.
Hours. It takes
At
a
least
long
1 hour.
time to do the exam. You're laying there perfectly still
Oh, okay.
for an hour, hour and a half.
But the result, when they finish
Or
that,
better.
they get it faster, right? Like, when they do the imaging.
No,
and everything?
results are going to be about the same,
Oh,
depending upon the experience of the radiologist that's reading it. You know, and whether they have to be checked by faculty or not. Because if you get a first year, first day, yeah, an MRI is going to take a lot longer to read. But if you have a really complicated ultrasound and you have a first year, first day resident, it's going to take a long time. So that's irrelevant.
So what's the difference between T1 and T2?
The length of time and the magnitude of the photons that are being trapped by the magnet. It's just a different technique. It's the easiest way to remember, T for technique. Okay, it's just a different technique.